My life has been much more than a fairy tale. I've had my share of difficult moments, but whatever difficulties I've gone through, I've always gotten a prize at the end. Do you have a special person in your life that has influenced you in more ways than one? Imagine living in the years of 1929 to 1993. You may have met someone who is ranked the third greatest female star of all time. Someone who went through many struggles in their life and who has an amazing outlook on her life. One who has also starred in many amazing movies. Audrey Hepburn has influenced many different people in many different ways. Audrey Hepburn was born on May 4, 1929 in Brussels, Belgium. She was born to an English banker and a Dutch baroness. During her childhood years, her parents divorced and she went to London with her mother. She attended a private school with her and started to practice ballet. While she was on vacation with her mother in Arnhem, Holland, World War II broke out. Audrey's mother moved her to her grandfather's house in the Netherlands because she believed that it would be safe from war. All through the war, she had a significant interest in ballet. Being in the war, her family did not have much money, so she would perform ballet recitals for different people and collect money. Audrey often compared herself to Anne Frank because she felt what she went through was similar. Later in her life, she was asked to star in the movie The Diary of Anne Frank, but turned it down because she said it would bring back too many painful memories. A friend gave her the book that Anne Frank wrote, and she later reflected on it. The spirit of survival is so strong in Anne Frank's words. One minute she says, "I am so depressed," and the next she is longing to ride a bicycle. She is certainly a child in very difficult circumstances, which is what I devote all my time to. She transcends her death. After Audrey survived the war, she moved to Amsterdam, where she took more ballet lessons, started modeling, and also started acting. She started filming different films and musical theater productions. She was chosen to play the lead character in the Broadway play Gigi. Her first major role and first American film was the Hollywood motion picture Roman Holiday. After starring in this movie, her movie career started to take off. She later said that Roman Holiday was her dearest movie because it was one that made her the star. She starred in many different movies including Breakfast at Tiffany's, Charade, My Fair Lady, and that's just to name a few. She won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony Award, and she was one of the few people to receive all of these awards. She also has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Audrey starred in many different films with many well-known people, including Humphrey Bogart, Cary Grant, Shirley MacLaine, James Garner, Gregory Peck, Peter O'Toole, and Sean Connery. She became very famous and well-known all around the world. Audrey had 4 loves in her life. They were James Hansen, Mel Ferrier, Andrea Dotti, and Robert Boulders. She was engaged to James Hansen and said that it was love at first sight, but she later called off the wedding because she decided she was too busy to get married. She married Mel Ferrier, who was an American actor, and had a son with him, Sean, in 1960. Her second marriage was to Andrea Dotti, an Italian doctor, whom she also had a son with, Luca, in 1970. After her divorce from Dotti, she met a Dutch actor Robert Boulders, whom she later said was her greatest love and also the happiest years of her life. They were never formally married, but Audrey said they were married, just not formally. After her last film, she became deeply involved in UNICEF, which is United Nations Children's Fund. She volunteered and helped so many different people, and she was very compassionate. She went to Ethiopia, Turkey, Venezuela, Ecuador, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Sudan, where she helped many young children who were in desperate need. She once said, "I saw but one glaring truth. These are not natural disasters, but man-made tragedies from which there is only one main solution: peace." To this day, Audrey is well known for her help around the world as a beauty and fashion icon and is known as one of the most beautiful women of all time. In 1992, Audrey returned to Switzerland from a visit to Somalia and her health started to decline. She found out that she had colon cancer and the doctors tried everything that they could to remove it but failed. On January 20, 1993, in Talashenaz, Switzerland, she died at the age of 63. She wrote a farewell letter to her sons, including this quote: "Remember, if you ever need a helping hand, it is at the end of your arm. As you get older, remember, you have another hand, the first to help yourself and the second to help others." In closing, Audrey Hepburn was a very inspirational person. She inspired many different age groups with her quotes and her actions. She has dealt with many things in her life, including war and a hard-acting career. She fell in love with 4 different men and was deeply involved in UNICEF. She died respectfully and as an inspiration to everyone. She had many famous quotes, including, "I love people who make me laugh. I honestly think it's the thing I like most, to laugh. It cures a multitude of ills. It probably is the most important thing in a person. I believe in pink. I believe that laughing is the best calorie burner. I believe in kissing a lot. I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. I believe that tomorrow is another day, and I believe in miracles." I decided very early on just to accept life unconditionally. I never expected it to do anything special for me, yet I seem to accomplish far more than I ever hoped. Most of the time, it just happens without ever seeking it. And the best thing in life to hold on to is each other.